Hey guys, so it's been a while and I was sick all spring break and all through this week as well, and my voice is still kind of coming back, but I just wanted to jump on and I did some quick videos while I was sick. Excuse the jets, they're passing by. Anyways, so we just made a enchilada dish the other night, and we used ground beef. Normally I use chicken all the time. It never fails. I just use chicken, and I do either red sauce or I do the white cream sauce. But this time I was like, you know what, let's do some ground beef. So basically I kind of have to make another batch of this sauce, so you'll see me make it. But for that, you're going to do like kind of like a roux, but instead of using butter, you're going to use oil and flour. Mix that pretty good, and then you'll add chili powder, tomato sauce, and some chicken and tomato bouillon, and then you'll add some water. And if you have chicken broth, then you can put that in there because it does make it a really good tasting sauce. This sauce actually came out really, really good. As you can see, I started doing layers. I'm pretty lazy as far as like rolling them individually, especially with my big family. It's easier just to do it like casserole lasagna style per se. So, and for the ground beef mixture, we just did ground beef and seasoned it up, and you can use garlic, onions, any kind of vegetables you want. For it on this time, I just used, I actually had some tomato that I had cut up from the night before, I think, and I just threw that in there, and we just seasoned it with, just the regular garlic salt, paprika. I think I put some cumin in it and a little bit, just a smidge of Italian seasoning. And as you can see, we're just layering it up. I had my niece help me cook since I was still kind of sick that day. And as you can see, it's just ground beef and tomatoes in it. And like I said, sometimes I put onions in it or garlic with it and stuff, but you can just kind of keep it simple, and that's kind of what I did because that sauce gives it a really good taste. So the first layer obviously is going to be sauce. Then I don't even heat up the tortillas. I just pull them out of the fridge and I layer them, and I put the tortillas on, then I put another layer of the sauce, and then the ground beef, and then of course you can't do it without cheese. So then you put a good amount of cheese in between, and then again you throw some sauce on there and repeat again: sauce, tortillas, sauce, meat, cheese, and you just keep going. I want to say we did a good 3 or 4, I want to say 4 layers, I think, and this fed my family, and then we gave some of it to my mom and everybody that's at my mom's house, which is my brother and my niece is over there. But it was a big hit with my kids. My daughter, she had actually been asking for those for enchiladas, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick, I can't do it. It's just crazy how sick I had gotten over spring break. I couldn't believe it because I wanted to, go away with the kids and stuff, but we literally were just at home and I was sick in bed. So like I said, it was really nice that my niece was here and she was able to help me put together these dishes. And like I said, I wanted to try to record them, and it just took me this long to do it because my voice is still kind of gone, as you can hear. So yeah, this was basically it though. We just did some casserole style enchiladas, and at the end it kind of looks like a Mexican pizza if you put some black olives on top and maybe a little dash of sour cream and some more tomatoes or something. But it had really good flavor. Everybody was so happy with it, and I made some Mexican rice on the side, and I actually which I'm gonna have to make it again for you guys because I chopped up some carrots in my mix, my little Tupperware chopper thing. And oh my God, they just came out so good. And of course I added some tomato sauce to my rice mixture too, and it was just delicious. So, and I think we actually had some beans that night as well for the side dishes. So we had our enchiladas, Mexican rice, and our ranchero beans, which I have a new kind of recipe for my beans, which I need to post another video of that soon because they've been a big hit with the family. I'm cheating a little bit. I cook some pinto beans, but I also use canned chili beans, which is crazy. And it actually, I buy them at either, I think I buy them at Walmart, but it says chili beans with the sauce. And oh my God, I kid you not, it is delicious. So anywho, this is pretty much all I did. I just did layers and layers, and I'm making the the roux for the extra sauce. As you can see, I put a little bit of flour and I use oil. You use oil, not butter, for this particular roux. And I added the chili powder and some paprika, and that's why it looks a little on the darker side. And then there's the canned tomato that I put in there. And I guess I just didn't make enough. I think I would have made enough if I, obviously made a smaller batch, but you want it fairly runny, because, you want your tortillas to just kind of coat lightly. You don't want it too thick, because then it's going to be kind of clumpy. And there we're adding the tomato bouillon for seasoning wise and stuff, because you really don't use any kind of like pepper or salt in this. You just use the tomato bouillon because it gives it that tomatoey flavor, and that it gives it that salt flavor that you need for it. Sorry, excuse me. So like I said, I'm still kind of sick. And I added a little water to the can, so that way it kind of will make it a little runnier. And then I add a little more water to it just to thin it out. And it does thicken as you let it sit. So you got to be careful as to, you got to watch it and stuff so it doesn't stick or burn as well. But you don't want to cook it at a high heat. And of course, this is the final product. And I had my son do the video, and of course I was like, show the layers. And he was kind of all over the place with the video. So, but I think I did this was the last little pieces that we had, and as you can see, there's all the layers. So I hope you make it, and thanks for watching, guys.